Hey everyone, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. Please press the like button, subscribe, share, comment. I just got off of work right now. I just worked a 12-hour shift, and I just learned that HR 1808 was passed by the House of Tyrants. I'm sorry, the House of Representatives. Let me tell you what the significance of this bill is. If you're working private security, armed private security, maybe you're a law enforcement officer. Maybe you're just somebody who wants to have a firearm in the house. Maybe you're somebody who wants to buy one pretty soon. This bill, if it actually becomes law, is going to create havoc on American society. Guys, I wasn't even going to do a video today about this. Worked my 12-hour shift. I'm tired as hell. I want to just go home and just relax. But this is breaking news. This is something that I don't want to say the words we're not expecting. It's hard for me to come to terms with it right now. It just doesn't seem like it's reality. I remember the assault weapon ban, I think it was 1998 or 2000, when that became into effect. And when I was about 18 years old, I didn't think that bill would have significance on my life as a young man in California. And elsewhere, it does have an effect. It does have an effect on you. So let me tell you what the effect of this bill is, or what they're trying to resolve here. So there's a federal law called, I think it's called FLACA, something to that effect. Basically, you cannot sue a gun manufacturer. We talked about California law, how there's a California bill that was signed by Governor Newsom. Basically, in California, you can now sue a gun manufacturer if you are injured as a result of somebody using a firearm that this gun manufacturer produces. Well, this is going to go on a federal level now. If this bill becomes law, now it obviously has to go to the Senate. If it becomes law, you can sue any gun manufacturer you want if you are injured as a result of that gun being discharged and you being injured. Doesn't matter if this is an armed robbery, doesn't matter if the gun is stolen, you can still sue the manufacturer. What is this going to create? A lot of manufacturers are going to close shop. And if they're going to stay in shop, how long is that for? How long can Smith & Wesson, Glock, Kimber, how long can they operate like this for? How long can they keep paying out on the settlements? It's not going to be for long, you guys. And all these organizations I just mentioned, these businesses, they have corporations. They're going to end up going bankrupt from lawsuits. So some of them might end up selling their company to other people who want to take that risk, or other organizations who want to take that risk. Unfortunately, when these companies are sold, they might be sold to a company that has poor quality control. When they started doing all these crazy ammunition bans in California, or now you need the background check, and there's a shortage. I was one of the recipients that got, the bulk ammunition that made bulk ammunition purchases. I've been to the range where where hundreds of these rounds are being fired, and a lot of these rounds were malfunctioning the gun. Quality control just went downhill. So if these gun manufacturers start selling their company, you're going to see quality control just go downwards. This is bad. This is horrible. The House of Tyrants, they sold out. They sold us all out, kind of like selling our souls. I don't even know the words to describe what they did. And I'm sure you guys have some words for them in the comment section below. This is how tyrannical this bill was, or is. 5 Democrats said no to the bill, and 2 turncoat traitor Republicans voted in favor of this. If you are a law enforcement officer, you're a police officer, deputy sheriff, hopefully you're a chief of police or commander, this is going to affect you. Your guns that you use to protect the citizenry out there, they're manufactured by these major manufacturers who, if this bill actually becomes law, if that firearm, excuse me, if it's used and somebody's injured, okay, as a result of that in a negligent manner, excuse me, gun manufacturer is going to be sued. They're going to be pulling out. It doesn't matter if you're a police officer, a citizen, you're going to be affected by this. And shame on you guys who are chiefs of police, who are commanders at law enforcement organizations. There's a chiefs of police. There's many chiefs of police organizations that have a lot of political pull. Instead of opposing these tyrants, you guys are out there just keeping quiet. This is going to affect you if you're a law enforcement administrator. You're going to be stuck with older weapon systems. And then this whole assault weapon ban, that's something different. Those of you who are in states that are not in California or on the western seaboard, you're going to be affected by this assault weapon ban. And I don't want you to think that some of this stuff, just because some of this stuff might get grandfathered in, meaning that if you have any of these weapons, you're good. Don't buy into that. Because these tyrants out there that are running this circus, they're not going to be satisfied until they take every single gun off of every law-abiding citizen. That's the way it's going to work. I remember the ban. It was a 1998-2000 assault weapon ban. Democrat pushed agenda. They got it signed, okay? And they're still not done. They started reclassifying your sporting rifles into assault weapons because they're still not done. They're still not done taking away your guns. In California, when you take their guns away, we'll just make sure that every gun that a Californian buys has to be on the handgun roster. But we're only going to let a limited number of handguns on that roster. They're playing dirty, ladies and gentlemen. Law enforcement gets affected. See, law enforcement this whole time was thinking, oh, we're going to be exempt. And guys, I am in law enforcement. I'm obviously speaking off duty, not representing any government agency or my employer. But law enforcement the whole time thought, hey, that's cool. We're going to get all these exemptions, these carve-out exemptions just for us. You know what? There's no carve-out exemption when all the gun manufacturers stop doing business. They're going to slowly stop doing business. They're going to slowly stop making parts. Your guns are going to start malfunctioning. You're not going to have you're not going to have a chance to replace your firing pin. You're not going to find those parts. Guys, right now, if you have ever thought about buying a firearm, buy it now. If you ever thought about buying a new firearm, buy it now. It's going to get out of control. And I know in the comments, some of you are saying the Supreme Court's not going to let this through. Okay. I agree with you to an extent. But how about when they start packing the court